Hi guys, so Squid Game is back and it's still proving that the real horror is late stage capitalism. A show where people die for money and we binge it with snacks. But before it became Netflix's most watched chaos buffet, it was a script no one wanted. Rejected for being too unrealistic in 2009, meanwhile in 2025, billionaires are going to space for fun. So let's talk Squid Game. How a broke writer changed TV forever and made murder oddly entertaining. Before we get into the games, here's the real twist. The writer wrote the original script in 2009 on a $675 laptop. But he was so broke he had to sell the laptop for food. Studios rejected the script for being too violent, too unrealistic. Because the idea of poor people risking their lives for money, unbelievable. Fast forward to 2019, Netflix says, hey, this looks mildly disturbing. Let's try it. Classic Netflix. They paid him $1 million. That's it. Meanwhile, Squid Game made over $900 million for Netflix. So yeah, the system is like a villain. Season 1, a masterpiece. It's like Wipeout. But if you lose, you die and everyone cries. 456 broke people agree to join the game where they could win millions or get turned into a human onigiri. Episode 1, they play red light and green light. But the giant doll is not here for the games. She's got lasers in her eyes and zero empathy. People drop like flies, and we're sitting at home like, ooh, this is intense. Pass the popcorn. And let's talk about Ji-hoon, the main guy, a divorced gambler who somehow becomes the moral compass of the show. By episode 6, the marble game hit, and we're all just crying over old men, betrayal, and trauma. The season ends with Ji-hoon winning the money, and instead of enjoying it, he gets a red hair dye and an existential crisis because money can't buy happiness. Season 2 kicks in, and the tone goes from survival horror to revenge tour. Jian wants to take down the people behind the game, but here's the twist. The games are bigger, meaner, and now streaming in full 4K. We get new players, nastier betrayals, and higher production value. The games? Think chess, but with fire and emotional blackmail. Meanwhile, the VIPs, aka human NFTs in tuxedos, watch from luxury balconies and bet on who dies next. It's disturbing, somehow feels weirdly realistic. But what's really sick? We still root for people we know will die because Squid Game doesn't just kill players, it kills hope. And Netflix serves it up like gourmet trauma. Season 3, Chaos. The line between players and VIPs blurred. Now we've got billionaires joining the game because apparently they were bored of yachts and decided murder's next hobby. They're masked, powerful, and weirdly philosophical. New character arcs, deeper conspiracies, and a global twist that makes the Squid Game look like international Hunger Games with better drip. Jihan is back, angrier than ever, and ready to burn it all down. This man went from, I just want to see my daughter, to let me dismantle the system. Final twist, everyone has blood on their hands. There are no good people left, just survivors, villains, and one guy holding a bag full of trauma and cash. So, final thoughts? Squid Game isn't just a show, it's a mirror. It's capitalism in a tracksuit. Everyone is replaceable, everything's entertainment, and even death gets sponsorship. The games change, the players change, but the system, it's always the same. Rich people betting on desperate people. So what do you call a show that took 12 years, one starving writer, and a laptop he couldn't afford, and turned it into the most expensive metaphor of late stage capitalism? A masterpiece. Squid Game isn't just a show, it's a revolution wearing pink jumpsuits. I give the entire series a 9.5 out of 10 because no one should feel this entertained watching people suffer. And yet, here we are. Thank you for watching my kind of full roast of Squid Game Season 1 to 3. Drop your favorite character or betrayal in the comments.